Okay, doing okay, Pat?
Great.
Okay. I'm going to keep the show rolling with a very funny man. Please welcome to the stage, Ben Turk!
Alright, how's everybody doing today? Woo! Where's everybody from? So we got Connecticut up here, we got, what you guys, the Playboy Mansion over here in front of us? Very nice, very nice. I live in Queens now, and in Queens, it's an interesting place to live, I will say. You know, the other day I was coming home late at night, you know, a little tipsy, and I'm like stumbling up to my car, and I see this guy, this drunk guy, just like whips out his dick, just starts pissing on a car right in front of the door to my apartment. He actually kind of grinned at me, actually, when he was doing it. He called it Queens car wash, actually. Holy crap. But it's not just in Queens, too. Like, even in the city, I work in the city. And the other day, I was coming home, walking down the street, it's like 7, 8 o'clock at night with a friend, and I see this girl just like drunk, puking her guts out on the street. And I try to like avoid her, you know, like give her a little privacy. And she sees me trying to duck her, and she looked over at me and she goes, "Yeah, you look at it, bitch." I was like, holy shit. It's freaking crazy in this city, damn it. But anyway, puking sucks. I hate being sick. I try to take care of myself. I go to the doctor once a year, I get my annual checkup. And the doctor I go to, it's interesting, it's a 2-doctor practice. One of them is like an old cool guy, and the other one is a really sexy, older, voluptuous woman. Kind of like Barbara, actually. And this older Greek woman, she's really hot. And anyway, so like my favorite part of the exam is like the testicular cancer, you know, screening, because of my balls. So last time I went, it was a little strange though. She's like, "Oh, Ben, do you mind? I have this like intern, this like resident kid. He's like 25, and he needs to observe. Do you mind if we let him in the room?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Jesus Christ." So I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, you know, I have the right to refuse, but what the hell? Let him in. So this like pencil neck kid comes in, and I'm just like looking at my balls, you know, and I'm like, you know what? I should just go with this. So I was like, "Yeah, you look at it, bitch." All worked out. Anyway, speaking of sexy women, how about the city, huh? There's like the most beautiful women I've ever seen in the world. All right. Ever leave New York. Like, that's like the best part of the city. I gotta say, like, it's great if you're like a cool, like a confident, like macho guy, you can just like talk to anybody. But if you're like me and you're like, you know, you kind of live in your head a little cerebral, it's a little tough. Like, I play these mental games with myself. Like, the other day I was like waiting for the subway, and this beautiful girl was just standing next to me, you know, playing with her phone. And I'm like, I should say something to her. What do I say to her? Oh my God, you know, start talking about the weather or when's the train coming. Like, I couldn't do it. So then I started beating myself up. I'm like, oh, come on, you pussy. Say something. What's wrong with you? You know? And I'm just like, you don't deserve a penis. Train's coming. Yeah. Actually, I meet a lot of like really beautiful women in the city because I do volunteer work for Israel. I'm an Israel advocate, and I'm a Jewish guy. I'm very proud. And you know, thank you. Any Jews here? Yeah. All right. Israel, you know, gets better after the media, so I try to do it again. But there's a ton of like beautiful women in this group I'm in, this nonprofit, and it's unbelievable. And it's like, for example, the other day I'm at this party, and I'm talking to this beautiful girl, this girl Daphne. This girl's like a swan, she's like perfect. And anyway, I'm trying to like work my magic, you know, I'm a comedian, telling little stupid jokes, whatever. She's giggling, whatever. All of a sudden, this guy Shy like swoops in and just starts like telling war stories. He's actually Israeli, like he was in the IDF, so like super macho guy. He's actually only 22 and he commanded a battalion of like 100 people. Like, I'm like, Jesus Christ, how do I compete with this guy? In this organization, these guys in the IDF, like they just clean up, you know. So he's telling war stories, you know. He's like, "Hey, last summer in the Gaza war, you know, I lost a lot of good men, you know. Oh my God. Like the Hamas, the snipers, they had us in their sights, you know, and we're trying to hide in the brush. He's like, I still have some shrapnel here in my side. I still can't quite sleep at night. They still feel the pain, you know, it still hurts." What do I say to this? I'm like, freaking Shy, what an asshole. So I'm like, yeah, me too, man. The other day I was in the office and I was filing some documents. I got this crazy paper cut. See this right here? I still feel it. Holy shit. Freaking Shy, what an asshole. I do like that, you know. Speaking of assholes, if you're not here eating anything right now, I advise you to put it down for just a minute. I just like to take you guys on a little journey with me. When I was growing up, I spent a lot of time in the bathroom, and I never quite understood why. My parents would always be like, "What the fuck are you doing in there, Ben? Get out!" My sister would be like, "I have to go in the shower. What are you doing?" They must have thought I was like jerking off or something, you know. Maybe sometimes I was, whatever. But and what I was doing is I was trying to do a number 2, but it would just take me forever. So as I grew up, I realized like I gotta nip this in the bud. I don't know why it takes me so long. I'll tell you guys a story. So maybe this will help you. I don't know. So I decided to look at my own asshole, actually. So has anybody here ever done this? Round of applause. Yeah, all right. If you've never done it, I advise you not to. It's the most frightening thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like kind of like looking into the sun. Like you can't really. Like, oh my God, what is that? You know, I'm still a little blind on the side. Holy shit! But I realized it's really. I'm a hairy guy. Like I have a hairy ass. So I was like, all right, I gotta take control of this situation. So I went to CVS and I got a buzzer and I buzzed my ass hair. It's very complicated. It involved mirrors and flashlights. It was really hard, but I did it. And the next time I did a number 2, it was so easy to finish. Like wiping was like Olympic luge. Yeah. Verification wipe done. Pretty awesome. So it was so nice actually. My new asshole. I decided to take a picture of it and send it to Shy. You know? I was like, yeah, you look at it, bitch.
Ben Turk, everyone! Ben Turk! Are we learning things tonight? I ask you. You know, Ben, if you did that joke in a gay bar, it would be totally fine. Totally fine. Okay, we have 2 more very funny comments for you. I'm going to bring the first one to the stage. A very funny lady. You're going to love her. Laurie,